I don't have an intro, so here's my intro. Yo, what's up, y'all? We're back with another video, and it's another baking video. Today, this time we're making triple chocolate chunk brownies. It's a tongue twister. Say triple chocolate chunk 3 times fast. Make that 5. Exactly, you can't do it. So, first things first, we're gonna get our large bowl. Large bowl. And what we're gonna need for this, we're gonna need 1 large egg, 1/3 cup vegetable oil, and 1/4 cup water. So I'm gonna go grab that. Ugh. One large egg, check. Vegetable oil, check. And then water, the sink, check. Now all we need is to get our measuring cups. It's 1/3 right here. Step back, James Harden. I didn't know how it didn't even hit the camera. And then 1/4 lay up. Alright, so first things first, rinse out your utensils. This done been in your cupboards for God knows how long. So rinse off your utensils. Now, first things first, preheat your oven to 350. Y'all know how we do over here. I'll come in with me. Yup. Preheat oven to, wait, how much did it say? 350. It's already at 350. Click start. Boom. It's preheated. Then next, you want to grab your pan. What pan should I use? Going with Old Reliable. The square pan, same one I used in the last video. Alright, and it says the bottom of your pan. Let me check if we got some spray again. Oh, this time we actually do have pan baking spray. So shake the spray up and spray the bottom of the pan. Got our spray, shaking it up, pop the cap. That don't go with the pan. And then pan spray the bottom of the pan. Don't want to put too much. I'll put a generous amount. Switch pan should look like, I don't know why there's just a big part right here. Yeah, I'm gonna set this to the side. Also, ignore the slightly messy kitchen. My mom just made us a nice Sunday dinner. Made us some wings and rotel dip. But now, you want to get your brownie mix, egg, and oil, but then into your large bowl. Open the brownie mix up. Also, if this video is low edited or low quality, it's because I'm rushing this. I said I was going to get this to y'all like within a day. It's been 2 days since I posted that video. So, yeah. And y'all ain't getting me my 50 likes. I don't appreciate that. I don't. Yeah. Once you got your brownie mix open, that's not how you open brownie mix, but whatever. Go ahead and put that into your large bowl. You hear the little chocolate chunks. Boom. See, now this time, I don't feel like hearing from my conscience, so we're actually gonna remember to clean the counter. Next, you need your large egg, which I have hidden over here. One hand. I've actually never cracked an egg with one hand, so I feel proud of myself now. Wait, before y'all touch anything, did you wash your hands? You washed your hands this time? Good job. Good job. Next, we need our oil. 1/3 cup, that's 1/4. 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Yep. Up to the top. Into the bowl. That's how chefs pour stuff. That's not how chefs pour stuff. Alright, now you need a 4th cup of water, right? Yeah, 4th cup of water. Y'all come here with me. Why do y'all keep trying to slack off? Turn the water. Actually, no, we're not gonna use sink water. I feel fancy today. We're using fridge water. Wait, that's on ice. Yep. Yep. Ooh. To the bowl. Yup. Look at that. It looks disgusting right now, doesn't it? But like I said, baking isn't about looks. It's about taste. We're gonna see how this tastes later on in this video. Now, we gotta mix this together. This is the most boring part of the video. So, this is our before all the mixing. Then I'm gonna give y'all a time lapse, then show y'all the after. Right, and this is our after. Well, it looks a little bit more appetizing. Kinda looks like chunky baby poop, but that don't matter. Cause it ain't gonna taste like chunky baby poop. I hope. Now we can bring our pan back. And it says to pour this into the well-greased pan. I did not grease the pan well enough, so it's time to get pouring. And as I did in the last video, y'all gonna have some fun facts and some relaxing. But this time, I'm gonna read the fun facts off to you. Let's get into it. Did you know that billy goats urinate out their own heads to smell more attractive to females? Try doing that today, and I don't think any female would approach you. If Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow now," it would become a paradox. Because if his nose doesn't grow, then he would be lying, and then his nose would grow. But then he wouldn't be lying. So, yeah. There is a species of spider called the hobo spider. I wonder what those spiders do all day. Honeybees can recognize human faces. So next time you try to take it down a beehive, make sure none of them see you. The Battle of Hastings didn't take place in Hastings. It took place 7 miles away from Hastings in a town now known as Battle. That fits very well. A swarm of 20,000 bees followed a car for 2 days because their queen was stuck inside. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. Did you know that sea otters hold their hands when they sleep so they don't drift away from each other? That's more dedication. A crocodile can't poke its tongue out. A small child could swim through the veins of a blue whale. If somebody has a baby, go try that out. Don't actually do that. Did you know that a woman tried to commit suicide by jumping off the Empire State Building? She jumped from the 86th floor, but was blown back to the 85th floor by a gust of wind. J.K. Rowling chose the unusual name of Hermione so young girls wouldn't be teased for being nerdy. That's even more dedication. These people are dedicated. Pirates wore earrings because they believed it improved ignore the stutter. They believed it improved their eyesight. I don't know what ears and eyes got to do with each other, but all right. Mike Tyson once offered a zoo attendant $10,000 to let him fight a gorilla. Somebody must have took his bird. He had to let out some stress. All right, now that we have all of our mix into the pan, we gotta spread it out. So y'all thought since I was talking in the video that I was done? Heck nah. Did you know the first alarm clock could only ring at 4 a.m.? I bet that was stressful at night, especially if you couldn't sleep. ABBA turned down $1 billion to do a reunion tour. They turned it down because it wasn't for them. I honestly don't know what the ABBA is, so yeah. Birds cannot pee. That's kind of crazy to me. The 20th of March is known as Snowman Burning Day. Why are we burning snowmen? That's kind of crazy. The most venomous jellyfish in the world is, correct me if I pronounced this wrong, Urokandaji. Sounds Japanese. Alright, now that all of that is spread out, we can go ahead careen that into the sink, because after we pop this in the oven, it's time to wash dishes. I know it sucks. But I gotta just get brownie mix on my wrist. Besides the fact, that's the sad part of baking, having to clean up after. So let's go ahead and pop this into the oven. Go ahead and get them dishes washed. Alright, pop it into our preheated oven at 350. Once again, I'm just gonna use your skull to open up the oven. Be careful, it's very hot. Boom, close that up. I'll see you in like 30 minutes. It's time for the most dreaded part of baking. Cleaning the dishes. Don't worry, I'm gonna put y'all through a time lapse, so y'all don't gotta endure as much pain as I will washing these dishes. More fun facts. In 2011, more than 1 in 3 divorce filings in the US contained the word Facebook. Honeybees can get drunk off of fermented tree sap. Alright, lastly, all we have to do is clean the counter. Luckily, I put everything inside the box. As you can tell, that was the eggshell, so consciousness, I don't need you talking. Yeah, go clean that counter. Yeah. Alright, anyways, let's go throw this in the trash. Just gonna, getting party. How did the egg, bro? Alright, ignore the fact that I just basically airballed over that. That wasn't my fault though, it's gravity's fault. Who told Isaac Newton to create gravity? If you couldn't tell, that was a joke. I know Isaac Newton didn't actually create gravity. I'm not that slow. And now, it's my favorite part of the video. Time to chill. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our brownie is done. Now before I show y'all the brownie, there's gonna be slits in it. That's from me testing if the brownie was fully cooked. So don't say nothing. And the pan's still kind of hot, it's kind of fresh. But look at that. Look at that. Hold on, should I go ahead and try and get the thumbnail photo? Hold on, the lighting's weird right here. Boom, thumbnail. Nobody screenshot that, at least. But yeah, now it's time to cut this bad boy. I'm not gonna use the little tinfoil trick because last time I messed up the cut. So we're just gonna cut it by hand. Getting in there with our knife. Be careful with knife skids. Wait, I think I cut a little too far to the side. Yep, get in there. Don't drag the knife, kind of like tap it so it doesn't mess up the shape of the brownie. Yeah. Boom. I feel bad for whoever takes a brownie from this first row because that's the smallest. Alright. Boom. Check the inside, it's kind of glistening. It's scary, kind of, when you're making brownies, when you're baking anything. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this a taste. I'm not gonna taste the brownie off of the knife this time because I feel like it didn't give me the full flavor for it. So, I'm gonna grab a little napkin, get our spatula, boom, get us a little piece. Come on, get out of there. Oh my god. Yes. It's still super soft. Not from it being underbaked. It's baked all the way through. It's from it still being fresh. So we're gonna try our brownie mush. But first let's say our grace. Alright, now let's try this brownie crumble thing. It's pretty good. I like the chocolate fudge in there. Definitely adds a extra chocolate taste. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm 2 for 2 on making brownies. So yeah, I'll give this a smooth 9 out of 10. These brownies were way easier to make than the salted caramel brownies. Probably should have made these ones first. But yeah, either way, these are really good. Thank y'all for watching all the way through. If you watched all the way through, y'all can have a cookie. Take one. If you didn't watch all the way through and you just skipped to the end to see what the brownies look like, you don't get a cookie. You don't get one. But yeah, I expect to see 50 likes on this by the end of the month. Yeah. Also, my posting schedule is gonna be messed up when school comes back around. I'll go back to school on the 25th, so my schedule is gonna be messed up. Any videos during the week for real. I'm really just gonna be posting on weekends. So yeah. Deuces.